I've always wanted a woolen sleeping bag liner, but after searching online, I decided I would have to make it myself. Bought this queen size blanket at a second-hand shop for only $8. I use a thermarest and later a down sleeping bag to help measure out the dimensions. Here you'll see I'm removing the bias tape, but later I use this for the drawstring section. So I have the blanket wrapped up tight, and the next step is I just want to weigh the portion that I've cut off just to find out exactly how heavy it's going to be. I'm a little bit worried that it's going to be over 1 kilo. We'll just find out. I'm just cutting the drawstring now, and we even have a small button that will go on the end. Once both pieces of that rope go through, just using my cigarette lighter to melt the end. If I am burning a piece of string this way, first I'll lick my fingers before I touch it. You don't want to burn your hand. So if my hands are wet, my fingertips are wet, I won't get burned. I might actually try and slip the drawstring through now before we finish stitching the bias. So that part on the end is the bias. So we're just using the bias from the old blanket. And this string is a guy line from a tent. Here's the other piece of bias for the top of the sleeping bag, for the hood area. Not sure if this is the way they do it in a factory, but I'm just putting the string through before we stitch the bias on. So right now I'm in the sleeping bag, we're just testing it out. It's a pretty good fit. There's a little bit of room for movement. So I didn't want the sleeping bag to be too big because then it would be too heavy. But we still haven't decided on how big I'll be making the box foot section. So there you go, my feet kind of sticking out a little bit. So it'll just be a matter of potentially making the box foot piece just a little bit bigger than before. They'll add a couple of extra inches of length to the sleeping bag and hopefully not too much weight. So I've marked my 2 lines where I want my box foot section to begin. Plenty of foot room. And now to see if it fits inside my orange bag. The orange bag is rated at 0 degrees, and I'm guessing that with the woolen interior that temperature could drop anywhere to say -10, even -15 degrees comfort. Now to see if the whole complete set will fit inside the factory made bag that my down sleeping bag came in.